Welcome to Road to the Draft live from the Combine. Yeah, I've been out at those joint practices all week. The Wizards have outscored the Pistons in the third quarter at the Pro Bowl in Orlando, Florida. I'm Tori Petry. Thank you so much, Matt. Like you guys mentioned, the Lions just wrapped 2 weeks in a row of joint practices. And while 2 in a row isn't the norm around the league, head coach Matt Patricia is used to it. The Patriots held 2 sets of joint practices in 5 of his 6 years as defensive coordinator there. He says he likes when you have one at home and one on the road. Last week on the road against the Raiders, they got used to different stressors like travel and a new environment. But this week at home against the Giants, you're able to have the comfort level of your own facility and just focus on getting better at football. Both weeks beneficial for their own reasons. Matt?
Tori, you were with the Pistons at shoot-around earlier this morning. Did you encounter a team that has a renewed confidence?
Yeah, most definitely, Mickey. I talked to the pair of point guards in Ish Smith and Reggie Jackson, and they talked like this team is getting into a rhythm now that they're healthy. Of course, 3-1 with Reggie Jackson back, but it's not just about getting his skills back on the court. It's about all of them playing together. Ish said that their chemistry isn't exactly where they want it to be yet, but it's pretty close. Thanks, Matt. Coach, your team was outgained 261 to 108 yards in the first half. What needs to change in the second half?
Well, I mean, I think everything. You know, we gotta coach better. We gotta play better. We gotta go out there and execute. We gotta communicate. So, I mean, we got a lot of work to do here tonight. You know, we got 30 minutes left to go, and hopefully we go out there and compete a little bit better than what we did in the first half.
Was there anything you liked about what they did in the first half?
It's kind of hard to find anything right now.
Well, best of luck in the second half.
Okay, thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Matt, back to you.
All right, Tori, thanks. Good follow-up question.
Hi, welcome to my place for this bi-week edition of Lions Game Plan presented to you by Family Heating, Cooling, and Electrical. I'm Tori Petry. This week, since it's the bye, I just get to hang around and do some of the things I don't usually have time for the rest of the season. I'll be catching up on things like laundry. I also get to hang out more with my cat Rory. He's pretty happy I'll be around more this week. The Lions should be pretty happy after beating the Packers on Sunday. Matt Shepard is with Glover Quinn now to talk about the defense's performance during the first 5 weeks of the season, and it's brought to you by Ford. Hello and welcome to Lions Draft Weekend Live. I am Tori Petry from DetroitLions.com, and I am on site here in Dallas, Texas at AT&T Stadium, where the Lions will be making the 20th pick tonight. So you're on board with it's a Christmas movie?
It's absolutely a Christmas movie.
No.
Disagree.
No,
You're saying no?
It's not.
What's your argument for not?
It is not about Christmas. It's set at Christmas.
Well, he's trying to get home for Christmas, and there's a Christmas tree that he has to like jump over.
It's not about holiday
There's Christmas
themes.
music in there.
No,
Not at all?
I'm not buying it.
I'm with Tori on this one.
Just a second ago, Aaron Rodgers walked by. You shook hands with him. You told him, see you in week 17. How did him not playing in this game affect it?
I mean, it affected it.
Matt, people freaked out when Matthew Stafford became the highest paid player in the NFL with that 5-year, $135 million contract. But this week, Aaron Rodgers blew that number out of the water. 4 years, $134 million with $102.5 million guaranteed. That is a lot of money. Stafford's now the 3rd highest paid player just in the division. That's why you don't freak out about these big contracts. It's always about who's next. Matt?
That's a good point.
You are watching Lions Postgame Live. I'm Tori Petry alongside Lomas Brown. You just heard from quarterback Matthew Stafford about the Lions' 20-19 win over the Carolina Panthers, their first win since October 21st. It's been nearly a month for them, Lomas. What felt different in this game? What have I gotten myself into with this last exercise?
What you're going to do now is as you descend, you're going to extend the legs out, hands behind the back. You descend down, you get parallel to the floor, extend, now pull with your hamstrings, come up. Oh, pretty tough.
It is
pretty tough. But it's a closed chain exercise. It's a great exercise to prevent hamstring injuries. Come down, pull up, good.
Well, this was just a mini version of what the guys go through, but how about after their workout?
Well, after the workout, it's time to get in the cold tub. And it's pretty cold. We want everybody to see what these guys go through on a daily basis to prepare themselves for Sunday so they can play for you.
I'm up for it.
Let's go.
Welcome back to the pregame show here at Ford Field. Of course, it is Thanksgiving Day, so there are always a lot of special guests here at Ford Field for this exciting game, and one of them is Michigan native Tim Allen. Tim, this is a tradition for you and your family. What do you like about coming to the Thanksgiving Day game? Thanks, Mickey. Dre, you just got drenched over here. You're playing without Blake Griffin tonight. Where was the chemistry of this team?
Man, you know,
we talked to your coach earlier before the game. He said he talked to you guys about that third quarter and how the Wizards had won that third quarter against you guys in your previous 3 matchups. What changed in the third quarter tonight?
we stuck it to them in that third quarter and got a great win.
Thanks, Trey. Go get dried off.
Thank you.
Back to you, Mickey. One of those plays, I got to say, is one of my favorite plays I've seen all season long. The big man touchdown from Taylor Decker. First, before we break down the film, I just got to ask, what inspired you guys to install that play? Let's take a look at it on film. We hear the announcer say that 68 is reported eligible. How does this play unfold?
Thanks, Joe. Coach, obviously an emotional ending for that game. Walk me through what these last few seconds after this game ended have been like.
It wasn't nothing but faith. It wasn't nothing but God.
Thanks, Matt. Mona Shore senior Damari Roberson tore his ACL in May, but he has stayed on the sidelines all season long. He's been to every single practice, and during games, he's worn a yellow shirt and stood next to the coach signaling plays. He's also led the team out of the tunnel every game this season, as he did today. You can see here, he's dressed today. Look at that.
Thanks, Matt. I don't think I can hold these guys back any longer. Go ahead and get it while it's hot. Here's hoping you guys have a great Thanksgiving, capped off with a Lions win over the Bears. I'm Tori Petry. Thanks for watching. Hey, make sure you guys save me some, okay?
An instant classic for the Rams in their last game out against Kansas City.
Yeah, that game was absolutely crazy to watch. I think it was fun for all NFL fans to see how much scoring there was in that game, 54-51. Just a thrilling game to see just kind of how offenses are evolving in the NFL.
And I think that's a recipe for success for this Lions defense.
Get some of these finger wags in here.
Get some of the finger wags. Get some of the finger wags in there for sure.
In honor of the 4th of July and the birth of our great nation, we decided to test some Lions fans' knowledge of American history and Lions history. So we're playing a little game called Lions Legend versus Founding Father. I'm going to ask them about a name. They're going to tell me if this guy played for the Lions or if he signed the Declaration of Independence. Let's do it. I'm here with this random man I found on the street named Mike O'Hara. He claims to be an expert on the Lions, but we're going to test his knowledge. Well, thank you, Mike O'Hara, who I've never met before and did not know knew everything about the Lions.
Do you know Tori Petry?
I've never heard of her.
Wait till you get to know her.
Doesn't sound like somebody I want to meet, but thanks for your knowledge.
Thanks for having me.
You place all the good things on
It's
Facebook.
a highlight reel.
Right.
It doesn't show all the low
good
points
things,
of your
right.
life, and you're comparing your full story to their highlight reel. It's not a fair comparison.
So you got to know that you're seeing people still have, troubles in life.
And I think it was talking about being a wallflower, participate, be happy for the good things going on in other people's lives, and I think that can help you, appreciate the good things in your life as well, and don't feel like you just got to sit in the background and compare.
Totally agree. So the picture
well
that
said,
I
Tori. Well said.
Man, we got to have Tori on more often.
Yeah.
Finally, we'll wrap things up with something that reminds us all of what really matters when we take a look around the league on this week's Extra Point. There has been so much tragedy in Southern California this week, much of it impacting the community around the LA Rams. The Thousand Oaks shooting happened just 4 miles away from the Rams practice facility, and the Woolsey fire has forced at least 45 Rams employees to evacuate their homes. But amidst the devastation, Rams tackle Andrew Whitworth donated his game check to the families of the victims of the Thousand Oaks shooting. And after the game Sunday, quarterback Jared Goff said he hoped the Rams win provided some joy and some regularity to those who are hurting. It's those things, those lights in the darkness, that are part of why we are all so passionate about sports. While watching the stretch of games I know has been frustrating for Lions fans, perspective. That's it for this week's Tori's Take, presented by Priority Health. Thank you very much, Matt. That is about all the time we have here on Lions Game Plan. I'm about to feast on some of this cheese here at the Cheese House, even if it's from Wisconsin. Here's hoping the Lions can feast on the Packers and silence the Cheeseheads at Ford Field on Sunday. I'm Tori Petry. Thanks for watching and enjoy the game.